Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and we are hopping straight into the action in this episode, so hit that like button. And we are going up against the New York Yankees, and you see Wade LeBlanc is on the mound. 113 with 33 strikeouts to 11 walks. That's a pretty good ratio. I'll take it up to this point. And he is actually on the last year of his deal, and his contract is actually only worth about $2 million. So Wade LeBlanc might be in a contract year trying to earn a bigger contract either from us or from other teams. So this is an important game going up against the Yankees. So here he gets Aaron Judge to strike out. He's hitting .319 on the season, as that brings up Giancarlo Stanton, who's only hitting .192, but on a 2-1 count. He's going to hit one down the right field line. That's going to be past Encarnacion at first base. It's going to bounce off the wall. And now they got guys on second and third here with Max Muncy coming to the plate. And he's going to ground up the middle, but a nice defensive play by Tim Beckham. And we get out of the first inning. So we are facing an old friend here, James Paxton. And you see his season he's having with the Yankees. 50 strikeouts, 13 walks. That's pretty good. A 1.11 whip and a 4 ERA, as he is 4-2. So here he is facing Matt Duffy onto the second inning, and Matt Duffy's going to drop it into left field with 2 outs. And that's a nice start to this inning with 2 outs, a little 2-out rally as D. Gordon comes to the plate. He's hitting .257 on the year, as I start out the year with him hitting first, but here I like him at the bottom of the lineup. Back-to-back speed with him and Malik Smith, and the second baseman overthrows the first baseman, and that one is going to put runners on second and third with Malik Smith coming up, and he's going to give one a ride to right field, but that's going to be caught not deep enough. Aaron Judge is under that one, and we didn't capitalize off of the error from Gleyber Torres. So here we are on to the top of the third inning. A hit to the right center gap that time from Tim Beckham, and he continues a pretty good season as he's on second with 1 out here in the top of the third. Up comes Domingo Santana. Can he get anything going? That one is going to drop in to center field, and Brett Gardner is going to come up throwing, and that throw is going to be on the money, and Tim Beckham gets thrown out at the plate, and that's some great defense right there. Perfect throw, and they hold this lead, actually this tie game, at 0 apiece. But we do get another hit to the left side, so maybe we could have stayed on that one. But, I mean, come on, Tim Beckham should have made that one. He has decent speed, not great, but it's decent. But we do actually strike out with Ryan Healy and end the inning. So on to the fifth inning. No runs so far up to this point. Here is Mitch Haniger at the plate. He's going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop, and it's going to be safe at first. Mitch Haniger has decent wheels. He beats that one out, but that's a leadoff single. So up comes Tim Beckham, 1 for 2 up to this point. He gets a pitch to hit low in the zone, and he's going to drive one through the middle, as I'm going to hold up Mitch Haniger, as I'm not testing that arm again. But we got guys on first and second with Domingo Santana to the plate. He gets a pretty good pitch on a 3-2 count, but he's just going to pop this one up to center. And that's going to leave 2 outs here in the inning as Edwin Encarnacion comes to the plate. On a 2-2 count, he's going to hit a chopper up the middle. That one's just going to sneak through, and that's going to get in, and we're going to score a runner from second. And there we go. We're on the board, 1-0 here with 2 outs and runners on the corners. So here's Ryan Healy. Can he keep this inning going? And he gets a pitch to hit, and it's dropping into left field, and that drives in another run as we take the 2-0 lead here in the fifth. Can we keep this 2-out rally going? Omar Narvaez at the plate. He gets a pitch to hit, and he's going to drive it to left center. This is a wonderful 2-out rally as we move our runner from first to third on that one as well, and we take the 3-0 lead, and the Yankees have had enough. They got to pull out Paxton in the fifth after giving up 3 runs with 2 outs, and that brings in J.A. Happ. Matt Duffy at the plate, but he can't catch up to the high heat, but we get 3 in the inning. I'm pretty happy with that. So we bring in Sam Tuivalala into pitch as he faces Andujar, and he's going to give up a hit here in the 8th inning. as that is going to be a leadoff single here with no outs. So now they got a guy on first base. Aaron Judge 0 for 3 up to this point, and he's going to poke one into left field. That was a half swing on an inside pitch out of the zone, and he just has enough power to hit that one to left field. On the next batter, here is Stanton to the plate, but that's going to be a wild pitch as Omar Narvaez can't block it, but we do get the strikeout. So 1 out here in the inning, and we're going to bring in Corey Guerin out of the bullpen to get us out of this jam. Hopefully he can get us out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Max Muncy at the plate, and that's his pitch in the dirt, and it's going to be a runner across the plate. So Corey Guerin comes out of the bullpen and instantly throws one in the dirt. Omar Narvaez can't stop that one, so Max Muncy continuing this at bat. He's going to ground out to third base, but a runner is going to come across the score. So up comes Gleyber Torres with 2 outs, and he gets a pitch to hit, and he's going to take this one to right field, and that one is just over the wall for a home run. And just like that, here in the 8th inning, the Yankees tie this game up at 3 apiece. So this inning does continue. Here is Gary Sanchez at the plate. He hits a chopper to the right side away from the shift, and Haniger is going to play that one off the wall. That's a nice throw, but Gary Sanchez is into second. So here comes Didi Gregorius to the plate. On a 2-2 count, he's going to fly out to right field and end that inning, and they tie this game up as we move on to the top of the 9th. Here is J.A. Happ still on the mound, and this time giving up a hit to Mitch Haniger, as that's the way to start out the inning. So up comes Tim Beckham, 2 for 4 up to this point. He gets a pitch to hit, but he's going to pull this one to the left side. It's a perfect double play ball set up by J.A. Happ, and now they have 2 outs in the inning with Domingo Santana coming to play. He's actually 2 for 4, but he's going to pop out to the first baseman, and now this moves on to the bottom of the 9th with Miguel Andujar coming to the plate, but he's going to line out, and this one is going to go into extra innings. So now we have Strickland on the mound here in the bottom of the 10th, but we're giving up a walk to Stanton to start out this inning, as that brings up Gleyber Torres with 2 outs now, and another pitch in the dirt, and Omar Narvaez is having a hard time stopping the ball, as that is another, I'd say that's a pass. That's kind of a pass ball. He should have stopped that one. So we end up bringing in Anthony Swarzak here to get us out of this inning. And on a 3-2 count, he's going to swing at a pitch out of the zone, and Gleyber Torres goes down on strikes. So on to the top of the 12th. Can Domingo Santana get going here late in the innings? And he's going to take the walk on that one. So here is Encarnacion up to the plate, and he's going to strike out swinging on the outside slider. That's a bad hack on that one. So we do bring in Kyle Seager to pinch hit for Matt Duffy, who's in the DH role, and he gets a pitch to hit, and he's going to hit that one to right field, and that one's going to drop in as Domingo Santana is going to make it to third base. So now we got guys on the corners here with 2 outs, and Omar Narvaez coming to the plate, 1 for 5 in this game. And on a 3-2 count, he's going to swing at a high fastball. That's a terrible pitch to swing at, as that anxious mentality at the plate cost us on that one. So now we fast forward. This game is still going on. We're on to the 15th inning as we have to continue to pitch with Aldavila, and here he's giving up a hit down the left field line, and that's going to drop in fair, and that is going to advance the runner to third base. So Stanton is on third with a chance to win the game here. So we do intentionally walk the next batter to load up the bases to set up a double play ball, but we don't need it. Didi Gregorius strikes out at the high heat, and here is Voit to the plate. 3-2 count, 2 outs, and he's going to pop up to D. Gordon at second, and we escape that inning. So now we're on to the top of the 18th. This game will just not end, but here is D. Gordon getting a hit to the left center gap here with 2 outs, and he is on his way to third with that 87 speed, and he is going to slide in safe. So can we finally get a run here in the 18th with Malik Smith coming to the plate? 2 for 8 in this game. And on a 1-2 count here, Holder on the mound. He's going to get a pitch to hit, and he's going to drive it, but it's right at Aaron Judge. So this game goes yet to another inning, on to the top of the 19th. Mitch Haniger, 3 for 8 in this game. Make it 4 for 9, and he hits one to the right center gap for his second double of the game. And he starts this one out with no outs, a guy on second. So now we do actually get out with Tim Beckham, but here comes Domingo Santana, and he's going to fly out to right field, but that's going to be deep enough to advance Haniger to third base. So another man in scoring position here with 2 outs and a chance to maybe take the lead with Edwin Encarnacion to the plate. And on a 1-1 count, he's going to get a pitch, and he's going to hit it up the middle, but it's right to Gregorius. And that's an easy put out. And we're on to the bottom of the 19th. So now here is Mike Leake into the game facing Andujar. And Andujar's going to take this one. And that one is a no-doubt home run here in the bottom of the 19th inning. Wow, we just played 2 full games and an extra inning on top of that. And we lose like that. We had so many opportunities to win that game in extras with guys on third and guys in scoring position, and we just could not capitalize. That was a tough loss because, first of all, that was a very long game, but we end up coming out with the loss. So we actually do advance here a little bit forward, and we actually lose the next game, but we end up splitting the series as we won 5-3 with Felix Hernandez on the mound. So then we hop into the next series, a critical situation here as Marco Gonzalez is on the mound versus the Boston Red Sox, and we do get a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be an easy double play, so we get out of the jam as that brings up here the top of the 9th. Here's Tim Beckham up to the plate. 2 for 3 here in this game, and he gets a pitch to hit, and he's going to rock that one, and that one is not coming back. Tim Beckham is having himself an amazing start to this season. He makes it 5-0 in this game. The Mariners making it interesting here on the road as we go on to win this game 5-0, as our offense showed up in that one, and so did our pitching. I mean, Marco Gonzalez, he gave up 5 hits only on the road, 9 innings pitched, a complete game, and only 2 walks. So we do decide to advance a little bit here through the month of May. So we do drop 2 straight to Oakland after going 2 of 3 on the road versus Boston. But then we actually go to play at home versus Minnesota, and we end up dropping 3 of 4. But then the most inconsistent team ever, we end up going on a 3-game winning streak and beating Texas and sweeping them on the road there. So we actually lost 3 of 4 at home and then go on to sweep Texas on the road. I mean, this team is just inconsistent, and I'm just looking for some consistency from some of these guys. But just looking at why we kind of are inconsistent, nobody's hitting above 300 anymore. We advanced through a little bit of May, and you see Tim Beckham's got our highest average on the team, 289. But behind him, I mean, Malik Smith and Mitch Haniger, I mean, those guys are the only guys really hitting at a pretty good rate there with a good average that are regular guys. I mean, that are everyday guys. I mean, we need to find some help here, and it's got to come within the organization. Somebody's got to step up because we're not in the position right now to make trades. So I kind of want to see what we got and if we have the grit. But then something changes. We start to get some momentum going with that 3-game win streak. We go ahead and beat Oakland in the next matchup, so we move to 24-29 off of 12 hits. But then it happens again. 4-1 here on the road as we get 11 hits in this one as Kyle Seager goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. But then it gets contagious. Felix Hernandez goes a complete game, gives up 3 hits, and gets 11 strikeouts in the game to move to 6-2. So now we just swept the Oakland Athletics, and we move into the next series. So we are currently on a 6-game win streak, and we move into the end of the month of May. And here we're facing the Texas Rangers with Marco Gonzalez on the mound, and he's throwing a no-hitter up to this point just to show you how hot our team just got. He's going into the 7th inning with a no-hitter, but I mean, of course, we hop into the game and give up a hit right away to Delino DeShields Jr. So then we get 2 outs in the inning, and here's Joey Gallo. He's going to ground out to shortstop, and Tim Beckham's going to put that out at first base. So we gave up 1 hit in that inning as we move this one on to the top of the 9th here, now with a 5-0 lead, and we get a game-ending double play. So now we are within 2 games of 500, and that is our 7th straight win at the end of the month of May. And look at this, we had 12 hits in that game to their 3. So we do decide to sim this game, and let's see what happens. Mike Leake gets hurt, but we win this one 8 in a row. Can you believe it? I don't know what's up with this, but look at this game. They actually had 13 hits, Texas did, and we only had 5, and we still ended up winning. I don't know what's gotten into this team lately, but an 8-game win streak here at the month of May. I'm excited because the draft is in 7 days. If we go into draft day with a pretty good record, over 500, we might be right back in the playoff hunt. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we will go up until the draft and see what prospects we will have on our team come next season. But man, what a turnaround here at the end of the month as we sweep the Texas Rangers, sweep the Oakland Athletics, and now we have a chance to go to 500 with a win versus Texas at home, and then we play LA in a 3-game set at home as well. So we have a chance to make some moves in the division. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned, let's get it. The Mariners might have turned a corner here, but don't jinx it. Let's get it. Let's go.